leaders and influencers. What's up? What's up? Okay, so empowering leadership, Michael Fletcher, how a leadership development culture builds better leaders faster. So check this out. Love this. So I'm going to give you the quote, the section, and then the application. So culture is who we are and governs what we do and what we hold dear. It tells us what is good and right, wrong or offensive. Culture serves as a filter through which we view life, and therefore it helps shape what we think, fuels our opinions, and informs our worldview. It determines what we celebrate and what we disdain. If we set out to change a nation, a company, a family, a church, we find it impossible to do so without changing the culture first. Ted's a big fan of culture as well. Any attempt, this is huge, any attempt at change without first addressing culture will meet with failure, because culture is that powerful. It is the trump card. Culture is that powerful. I've heard it said this way too. Culture eats vision and strategy for breakfast. Culture eats vision and strategy for breakfast. So here's my leadership application takeaways. What is the culture of my family? Is it what I want it to be? Is it what God wants it to be? What is the culture of the different spheres of influence that I have control or impact or influence over? What's the culture? What's the culture, of business? What's the culture of my business? What's the culture of the teams, the organizations that I'm a part of and influence? What is the culture? And is it okay? This is another one thing too that I've been thinking about too. Is it a culture of push or a culture of pull? How much value are we creating? Is our culture one that creates value? So if you had to, so for me, I want to do a culture inventory. I want to do a culture assessment or a culture budget of each of my circles of influence to see if they are the cultures that they should be. You know what I mean? Based on my core values and ultimately God's core values. What kind of culture? That's a great one, man. What kind of culture did Jesus and his disciples have? That's a great one. What kind of culture did the early church have with the OGs of Christianity and stuff? I'm a Christian. That's my particular faith background. So anyway, that's my application takeaway. And here's the thing too: is how does the culture of the different organizations that I'm a part of ultimately impact performance and ROI, return on investment? Because if we want to, I think that's all critical to think about us changing the world by changing your world, by changing you and me. Love you guys.